Alright, what is Copwatch? What is Copblock? And how long has it been around? I'll tell you, it has not been around since the 70s, okay? Since Frank Serpico's time. I read his book. There's no mention of it. It doesn't go back as far as the 80s. I never heard of it. It doesn't even exist in the 90s as far as I understand. Or even between 2000 and 2010. I never heard of it. I didn't personally hear about it until a couple months ago, but how long has it been around? I don't think that very long. I think it's primarily an internet-based type of organization, possibly similar to when Anonymous formed, because this really couldn't exist before the internet. You had the CB bangers, the guys that would listen to CBs all day and night. In fact, when I was in the military in Shreveport, Louisiana, there was this one guy who drove his truck around, and you could hear the CB communication going on in his truck. He had like 3 antennas, and he would just listen to the cops all day. But who would he communicate with? There's really nowhere to share his information back in 1996. So, however, Copwatch group formed, it would have been very small in comparison to today. The transferring of information just, wouldn't have been there. Today, it's really a daily, like, I bet people are uploading daily with this, the way it looks. I'm really finding a lot of unique and interesting content on YouTube, all right, and a lot of these interactions don't go back very far for uploads on YouTube, so that's kind of a clue as to its age. All right, they're not really mentioning, oh, this was recorded, back in the 90s or anything. So this is a new organization, a new group with no set leader, okay? Because it's a lot of local activity, all right? It's just, there's a lot of communication. I don't know how you could compare it exactly. See, it wouldn't be like Black Lives Matter, all right? That's more of a centralized organization. The Copblock and Copwatch, it has to be local. It has to be for the local cities. So you'd start like local chapters with that. The people who participate in it tend to be younger males, and it seems to be borderline, along with the sovereign people, the sovereign nation people, the free man, the Freelander. There seems to be, you could make some comparisons with it, but there are definite contrasts as well. All right, there's just that feeling like, cops and the law, the legal system is pushing us too far, and we're trying to assert our rights, get our rights back. The cop watchers, they're watching for trouble with cop stops in certain ways. Those when cops have checkpoints, okay, checkpoint for just a regular driver's license check. That's perfectly legal on the state of Illinois. I don't know how the other states handle it. I bet they all have some kind of checkpoints at some point. But you have cop watchers who will watch the checkpoint. They'll just sit there and record. No, some will get harassed. And then you'll have the Freelanders who'll drive into the checkpoint with no license or registration, saying that, they're sovereign people and their name as a corporation, and they're just representing their name, and we have a right to the road. So that would be an excellent form of entertainment, is having a cop watcher watching a cop as a Freelander pulls up, and you get that type of argument going. They'll go hand in hand. It's a lot of young people that are participating in this, and it's exciting for him. Okay, I just watched this one guy recruiting other cop watchers. He was like, "Yeah, I take new guys out, and we go do some training." All right, and the new guys tend to be scared at first, and this veteran of cop watching is indoctrinating and training these new guys so that they can train others, and everybody can get out there. It's so easy to record these days. It's gotten so much easier that I mean, any cheap camera now, you could become an instant cop watcher, or cop blocker, cop blocking. Cop blocking is, is also along the similar lines of Freelander too. You're kind of denying the person who claims to be authoritarian over you. They're they're just bullying privileges. But it's kind of a new organization. It's kind of a new setup, and I'd like to see it spill over more into city council meetings. Have nice city council watchers, but that's just not as exciting, right? Not as exciting for the young guys. So I have to see how it further progresses. But I personally believe that cops are overemployed, just based on my own experience. And having these cop watchers, having more just people walking around recording things, can be pretty helpful. All right.